But as for those who disbelieved and denied our verses and the meeting of the hereafter, those will be brought into the punishment. Muhdarun, meaning they won't be able to disappear from it. فَسُبْحَانَ اللَّهِ حِينَ تُمْسُونَ وَحِينَ تُصْبِحُونَ. So exalted is Allah when you reach the evening and when you reach the morning. وَلَهُ الْحَمْدُ فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَعَشِيًّا وَحِينَ تُظْهِرُونَ. And to Him is due praise throughout the heavens and the earth, and exalted is He at night and when you are at noon. He brings the living out of the dead and brings the dead out of the living and brings life to the earth after its lifelessness, and thus will you be brought out. And of His signs is that He created you from dust. Then suddenly you were human beings dispersing. So Allah brings us back to what our creation is. You were created from dust. When we're dead and buried, again people will return to the earth. وَمِنْ آيَاتِهِ أَنْ خَلَقَ لَكُم مِّنْ أَنفُسِكُمْ أَزْوَاجًا. And of His signs is that He created for you from yourselves mates. It is of the signs of Allah and of one of the things to be grateful of from Allah that He created males and females to complement one another, to support one another. And from then, with procreation come the children that are born. What is the purpose of having these mates? لِتَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا. That you may find tranquility in them. And He placed between you affection and mercy. So the purpose of marriage, of having a spouse, is that you have peace between one another. Unfortunately, when we look around, we see that the last place that people seek peace is with their spouse. It should be that it is your spouse who gives you peace, who gives you comfort, who reassures you, to whom you can go and talk about the things that upset you, the things that are bothering you, who you can reveal your secrets to, who you can trust. So this really is what the spousal relationship should be. Of course, disagreements exist. Nobody can live together without having disagreements, but there should be a feeling of peace between the spouses. And He placed between you affection and mercy. Affection is more when you're young, and mercy more in old age, when people have more mercy and compassion for one another. إِنَّ فِي ذَلِكَ لَآيَاتٍ لِقَوْمٍ يَتَفَكَّرُونَ. Indeed, in that are signs for a people who give thought. So there are many things that we can reflect upon, that this is one of the signs of Allah, but we should be grateful for the partners that Allah has given to us. And of His signs is the creation of the heavens and the earth, and the diversity of your languages. Allah says, وَاخْتِلَافُ وَالْسِنَتِكُمْ. That you speak different languages is a sign of Allah. It's amazing that we all have the same tongue, and yet all these different sounds from all these different places in the world emit from the same tools. Everybody's given the same things to speak with, and everyone's language is different. And if you study how language began, it's amazing how it's evolved and how many different languages people speak. وَأَلْوَانِكُمْ. And the difference in your colors. So if someone has a different color, why are they different in color? Because Allah has created that. So to say that such and so and so person is dark, you're commenting about the creation of Allah. He decided that this person is this color. إِنَّ فِي ذَلِكَ لَآيَاتٍ لِلْعَالَمِينَ. Indeed, in that are signs for those of knowledge. Those who study this and reflect will see the signs of Allah's greatness. And of His signs is your sleep by night and day, and your seeking of His bounty. إِنَّ فِي ذَلِكَ لَآيَاتٍ لِقَوْمٍ يَسْمَعُونَ. Indeed, in that are signs for a people who listen. Here Allah says, indeed, in that are signs for people who listen. Before, reflect, think, etc. But here Allah says, those who listen. When you listen to Quran, you will note that you understand and hear something different. When you are presented with something and you hear it, you understand it in a very different way. And of His signs is that He shows you the lightning causing fear and aspiration, the fear of the harm that it can cause because lightning is powerful, and aspiration for the rain that is to come, and the benefits that come with the rain. And He sends down rain from the sky by which He brings to life the earth after its lifelessness. Indeed, in that are signs for a people who use reason. So all of these are signs in nature that Allah is telling us to reflect upon. So we should go out into nature and reflect upon the signs. Now that the weather is good, we should really be going out into nature. Not just going to see more concrete, but we should be going to see the signs of nature as well. And then reflect. And it's seeing the greenery, seeing the water, seeing the flowers. It relieves stress and tension from a person. Sometimes they're just locked in the same stresses and tensions. And going out into nature can relieve some of that tension and stress and the burden upon us. Because shaitan tries to keep us constantly thinking small. Allah wants us to open your eyes, go out and reflect on something greater.